Buttery, flaky, light and fluffy homemade crescent rolls made from the scratch. This easy dinner roll recipe is perfect for holidays or any other occasions and simply elevates your dining table. Let me show you how you can easily make these homemade crescent rolls with few simple ingredients and in few easy steps. I am going to show you two types of crescent rolls. For them you will need these ingredients: egg, butter, sugar, salt, instant yeast, warm milk, warm water and flour or maida. I'll mention the quantity of each ingredient in the text while I'm using them. First of all, let's proof the yeast for them. In a bowl, add yeast and lukewarm water and sugar. Mix them to combine. Sugar feeds the yeast and helps in waking up the yeast. Make sure that water is lukewarm and not hot, because hot water will kill the yeast and your dough will not rise after that. Allow the yeast to proof for 5 minutes till it is all bubbly and frothy. Take care that your yeast is not too old, and after the proofing, yeast will look like this. Next, prepare the wet mix for making crescent roll dough. To prepare the wet mix, mix together lukewarm water. Add 1 egg, salt and whisk to combine them. Finally, add in the melted butter. I have microwaved butter for 30 seconds to melt it. Make sure to bring the butter to room temperature before adding it. Hot butter may cook the egg partially, which we do not want at this stage. Next step is preparing dough for it. Next step is preparing dough. For preparing the dough, in a mixing bowl, add all-purpose flour or maida with a spatula. Make a well in the flour, and in this depression add in the wet mix. Also add in the activated yeast. Now mix the dough ingredients to combine them. After mixing for some time, dough is still quite sticky, but do not worry, this will become perfect in no time. It is still slightly wet, but do not add more flour even if you are tempted to add more, because this will help in making the rolls soft from inside when we are baking them. So I know it is slightly cumbersome, but washing your hands to get rid of the dough once or twice is also okay, or you can apply some oil on your hands while kneading it. So you can handle the dough with your hands also, but if you feel it is too sticky for you and you have a dough scraper, you can use that. This makes the task easier, so I am using it, and it's much easier now. After 2 minutes, transfer this dough onto a lightly floured surface and knead it for a minute or two. While kneading, notice that how I am turning it inwards and folding it, and this way you roll the dough to make a perfect dough for the rolls. Transfer this dough in a big mixing bowl and cover it with a damp cloth or cling film, whatever you want to use. I am going to keep this dough for rising and proofing for 45 minutes to 1 hour now. In this duration, dough will double in size. Now dough is almost doubled in size. I am going to punch it to flatten it a bit and transfer it onto a surface which is lightly dusted with flour, and then knead it by turning and folding the way I've done it before. Now after total 10 minutes of kneading, the dough will look like this. After few minutes, when the dough becomes like this, I am going to shape it into a round shape like this and then flatten it with my hand. Dough into a round disc of about 1/8 inch thickness and cut this round into 4 parts. After that, further cut them into wedges. You will make 12 wedges this way. Now it's time to shape the crescent rolls. Take a wedge and from its wide side start rolling it towards narrow edge and roll it till the end. After shaping it like this, bend the shape roll from both the edges inwards to make a crescent moon shape. So our crescent roll is shaped nicely now. Likewise, shape all of them like these if you are planning to make plain rolls. But what I am going to do is, I am going to bake half of them plain and other half I am making stuffed crescent roll, which I will show you later. After shaping, I have transferred all the rolls on a baking tray which is lined with butter paper. I have lined with parchment paper, you can use either of those. Cover with a damp cloth and keep these crescents for a second rise. Keep them there for 30 minutes or till they become almost double in the size again. Meanwhile, preheat the oven to 400 degree Fahrenheit or 205 degrees centigrade. Now that these rolls have doubled in size, one thing you can do is brush them with the milk, which will give them a glazed surface and a beautiful crust outside. And then bake the dinner rolls for 12 to 13 minutes. You can serve them with a smear of butter or serve with your favorite dipping sauce. These were plain buttery crescent rolls. Look at them. These are perfect, crusty outside and soft from inside. You can enjoy them with soup or gravy or plain with butter as well. They taste super delicious. You can also make stuffed crescent rolls. I am making these pesto and cheese rolls now. For that I am taking a wedge and then apply basil pesto generously. Pesto is simply a paste of basil leaves, parmesan cheese, olive oil, almonds and garlics. Next, on the wider side of the wedge, I am placing some grated cheddar cheese, and now I am going to roll it similarly the way I have done it before, from the wider edge to the narrow edge. Shape them all and now keep them covered for 30 minutes for second rise and then bake them in similar manner as you bake plain dinner rolls. And your flaky, buttery pesto cheese crescent rolls are ready to be enjoyed. I am serving them with marinara sauce, or you can use a simple herbed butter or plain butter, whatever you like. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, do give it a thumbs up. Try this recipe at home, let me know how it turned out for you, and share the video with your friends and family. I'll see you with another recipe in the next episode. Till then, happy cooking, stay healthy and stay safe.